Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought I'd just do a overview of all my citrus that I've had outside this year. It's not going to be a very in-depth video, just because there's way too many plants to show. But I will try and feature as many as I can. It's also raining as well, so I'm going to have to be quite quick anyway. And yeah, I've got a huge task today to get all these citrus in the greenhouse. Somehow I've got to fit all of these, see all over the garden, into that greenhouse there. Wish me luck, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So yeah, I'll just quickly go through and feature some of the plants. I've grouped the best I can, as many as I can together, so kind of oranges together, satsumas, mandarins, etc. Roughly together, and I'll feature some plants individually. So yeah, here you can see this one is my sudachi. It's not one I've featured much this year, but yeah, it's not grown a whole lot, and it definitely needs a repot, but I won't be doing that till spring now. So yeah, it has suffered a little bit. You can see it's a little bit chloritic. Next to it I've got my sunrise lime, which I've featured a few times, and it actually has two little fruits on it. I think last time I showed it, it only had one, but I noticed the second one, although this one looks a little bit damaged. Here I've got the yuzu, which I featured recently. Also the little grafted yuzu I grafted from this tree. It's doing quite well. Next we've got my Buddha's hand citron, looking a little bit worse for wear. It's got lots of damage from slugs and snails, but it has flowered a couple of times, I could find. So yeah, some of the flowers have fallen off, like this one here. These are dead stems there. Somewhere I did notice a little fruit, but so it looks like this one might have started to set. I'm not sure if it's going to hold though. It's got some more flowers there which might open once it goes in the greenhouse. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this today is because we're getting very cold temperatures next week. At least -1, maybe lows of -2 even. Possibly even lower in my area, because sometimes it does get lower than what they forecast. And this year I do have some temperature thermometers set up, some digital ones which can remotely log the temperature and send it into a little hub that I've got in the house, so I can keep a close eye on the temperatures this year, both in the greenhouse and outside in the garden. Should give me much more accurate readings compared to what the forecasts give us. I'll possibly do a video on that at some point over winter. Here we've got a little Maya lemon, which isn't looking too healthy. Got lots of slug or snail damage. I've got my finger lime. It's done quite well this year in terms of growth. Here is the ruby clementine, or rubino, that Mobius gifted to me earlier in the year. Also has a bit of damage from slugs and snails. Here is one of my favourite citrus at the moment. It's my variegated orange. See, it's got lots and lots of fruit set on it. Although I think I should have probably taken a few of these off, because there's probably at least a dozen or so fruit on here. That one looks like it's been eaten by pests there a little bit. But yeah, the plant itself is looking really healthy. Lots of new growth. I'm very pleased with how that's looking. No defoliation either, which is quite good. Over here we've got the archibald. Hasn't grown much this year. It has a few fruits which aren't going to get any bigger, I don't think. Probably should remove them really. Again, pot isn't great, the soil's not great, it does need repotting. It's definitely root bound. It's got lots of little fruits on it as well. That'll be a project for next year to get these into much better soils and larger pots. Here I've got lots of navel oranges. We've got, I think these ones are navelinas. Yeah, these two here are the navelinas, I believe. No fruit set on them this year. I think they did flower, I can't remember now, but they didn't set any fruits. These are the, some of these here are the lane lates. I've had these a bit longer, and I think, yeah, they all flowered, but only a few fruits set on some of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry up, this rain's getting heavier now. So I'll just see if I can find, yeah, I don't think there's any fruit set on these lane lates which will actually develop into anything, just a couple of tiny ones. This area here is different clementine varieties I've got. We've got Oro Grande, I think this one's Oro Grande. It's got quite a few fruit set on it, various sizes, smaller, medium sized ones, but none of them I don't think are actually going to hold. Let's get the little slugs and snails off. I don't want to put them in the greenhouse. Yeah, this one here is Clemenules. It's got lots of tiny fruits which I'm going to have to pull off because they've gone orange now, so they're not going to get any bigger. They're not going to be edible either, and they'll just go mouldy in the greenhouse. So that's another thing I'm doing while they're on the grass here. Move them off the patio to make some bits of more space on the patio, so I can move the hardy plants but might need a little bit of protection, so the palms and stuff like that will have to go on the patio. It'll just be a little bit warmer on there, and I can also quickly bring them in if I need to. But yeah, the citrus and tropicals are going to have to get moved. I've got other citrus in the greenhouse, so these are not all my citrus. There's quite a lot already in there, which I'm going to have to try and squeeze amongst. This one here is the Hernandina variety. I think that's the only fruit it's got on it. One thing I noticed though this year is this variety has started to go quite dark. The stems started to go a very dark colour. You can see the difference down here. It's only started in the last, probably, I'd say the last 6 months or so. It started getting dark like this. I know that is quite normal for clementines, I think. Some varieties do get a very dark texture to the bark. This area here I've got some Satsumas. Apologies if this camera footage is a bit shaky, as I'm trying to do it quite quickly, it might not be the most stable footage. This one is an unnamed variety of Satsuma. It's done fairly well in terms of growth. It did flower earlier in the year. It got a couple of flowers but no fruit set. And then this one here is also grafted Satsuma from this unknown variety. Over here is my Owari Satsuma, which I recently featured. Has a few small fruits, but nothing substantial. This one's the largest one, which is possibly ripe now actually. It's probably about as orange as it's going to get. There's a few flowers also that haven't opened yet. But yeah, I don't think they'll amount to anything this year. Probably better removing those fruits so it can focus on flower, possibly fruiting next year. Here is my Citrus hystrix. This one is used a lot in Thai cooking. It has flowered a few times already this year. It's got some more flowers on it now. It's also pushed out some growth as well, but it's not in the best of health. It does need a repot next year, I think. But yeah, there's plenty of flowers on it. Next along we've got the Mineola Tangelo. Again, it's grown a little bit, or actually quite a bit, but growth is looking a bit pale. Probably needs a good feed actually. I'll probably put some more slow release in the pot for overwinter. And you can see it has got some fruit on it. This fruit was already on the plant when I got it, but it has grown a bit bigger. It's probably not going to reach a full size fruit. There's a smaller one here. I think there was a third one which I accidentally knocked off a few months ago. But yeah, not doing too bad. Camera's not focusing properly at the moment. Here is my bear's lime. This one got badly damaged in the December 2022 freeze. You can see the top bit here is where I had to cut it back. All the dead bits got damaged. It's also got some scale on it which I'm going to have to try and get off. Next along I've got the Eureka lemon. Not in the best condition really. Very pale. It's not in the best soil really. Looks like it's trying to flower though. So this one I got as a replacement for the Eureka lemon which I lost. I think it was back in 2023. I think I got this later that year. Over here we've got some grapefruits. I'm not going to feature them all individually apart from this one here which is continually flowering at the moment. Also has some fruit on it but is incredibly pale, really yellow looking. So I need to try and improve the health of this one, although unfortunately the reason I think this is in trouble is because of this. As you can see, all the stem here is completely damaged. It looks like it's got some kind of infection actually. It started out as a small patch which I thought was just a little bit of damage when I first got the plant, but it has spread, so I am quite concerned that this is some kind of canker or I don't know, something like that. Definitely isn't looking good, so I'll probably isolate this one from my other citrus until I get to the bottom of it. But yeah, this one is the Rio Red. I do also have a second Rio Red grapefruit here, which is somewhat better condition. So it's not the end of the world if this one does die. Of course I don't want to lose it really. But yeah, if anyone does know what this might be, as I said, it has spread. Maybe it's just rot, maybe it is an infection. I don't really know. I'll have to do a bit more research on it. But yeah, it was already on the plant when I got it a couple of years ago, and it's just got much worse over the last 12 to 18 months. But yeah, this one would have been quite a healthy plant if it wasn't for that. Over here I've got some blood oranges. These ones are both, yeah, these are both Sanguinelli blood oranges here. Yeah, not much fruits. A couple of tiny ones which aren't going to hold. I'm going to have to probably pull them off, or they're just going to fall off anyway. And yeah, definitely not the healthiest specimens at the moment. Then here is the Moro blood orange. This one's actually looking reasonably healthy. It's grown quite a bit this year actually. But yeah, it's I don't think it's flowered for me yet, but it is looking pretty healthy. I think that's all of the plants. Like I said, obviously I can't go into full detail on them all. Just not enough time today, unfortunately. And yeah, also this video is also incredibly long already. I can see it's already 17.5 minutes that I'm filming. I probably will have cut a bit out here and there, so it's going to be a little bit shorter. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed that look around at some of the citrus that I've had on the patio outside this year. As I mentioned, I'm now going to have the task of trying to fit all of these into that greenhouse there, which it's 2 meters by 2.5 meters, 2.5 meters in length and then 2 meters in width, because I get that question all the time. And yeah, like I said, I've got tons of plants already in there, so it's going to be quite difficult to squeeze these in. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you'll be alerted when I do future videos. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.